Welcome traders to this weekly webinar for gold, USDZAR, EURUSD, Pound USD, and Aussie USD. Aussie USD? No, USDCAD. That was my mistake. I just want to make sure that everyone is okay, everyone is listening, and we are actually doing something very good. So, if you're here and you can't hear anything, well, you might speak up and we will continue. Well, for gold, we have seen, well, let's start with entering. What I want to start always is trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. What has happened in the future doesn't necessarily happen what happens in the past doesn't necessarily happen in the future, and you can't lose all your money. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds awesome. Then we are good to go. For gold, is that we do need to see what has happened in the past. I post out every month monthly prices for sell and for buys and take profits. We have sold off this month of November. We have accumulated 600 pips of profits on this one, and now it has started to reverse. What does reverse mean? That means that the trend, the downtrend that it once was, is no longer is no longer continuing in the short term. Also, when you're a buyer, you're thinking, this might not be so good, but this might be awesome. So when you are sitting here and thinking, I want to buy this, then you want a reversal pattern. A reversal pattern that I always like and always love and I always do is double bottom, higher high, higher low, no, low low, no new low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So double bottom, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. When is your educational entry? Because this webinar doesn't contain any investment advice, it's totally up to you. So here is normally where the first sign is, when you have made double bottom, higher high, higher low. First entry. Second entry is higher high, higher low entry. This one. Higher high, higher low entry. Now you might say, is this going to go up or is this going to go down? Well, that is your choice to make, but I've already made a choice for myself, and I think this is going to go up. Now you can watch in a week that was I even really honest and was really right? I don't know. We shall see. Well, if you are a seller, this is what you would love to see on a short term, and then you would take it all the way down to 1441. But then, if it doesn't happen and it only does this and then up there, then the target is 1485. I find that to be very amazing that we have targets and we have entries. So what is your entry as a buyer? Well, okay, so 1461 is a good price. 1462 is a good price to enter as a buyer. As a seller, 1470 sounds like a good deal. And then how do I determine where the market is going? I don't know, and I can't predict. But what I can say is, this is the place to buy, this is the place to sell, this is the place for sellers, to take profit. When they take profit as a seller, that creates a buyer pressure. Meaning, when I sell you something and you buy it from me, that creates a demand from my goods. Because I can sell and I can sell and I can sell and I can sell. But if nobody wants to buy, I'm not selling to anyone. All right? USDZAR. Then we are here, which is quite daunting for buyers, but we are sellers always. We're always sellers of USDZAR. So what do you want to see here? You want to see a price coming back up to 1479, and you can take away all down to 1451. But why? Well, this has to be a more fundamental reason for USD and ZAR, because USD has a very low interest rate, ZAR has a very high interest rate, and that's why, and you also get paid to hold this sell, but you are charged to buy USDZAR. So we've chosen to go with the best way for us is to sell USDZAR only, and when it goes up, it doesn't matter to us. So we want a pullback or any pullback of that size as well, and then we can take it down all the way to 1451. Then there was EURUSD. EURUSD, as you can see, we are in an amazing place. This is just almost the same as gold, I must say, because we are, let's see, we are here was a sell, here was the target, was the buy, and we are now in between two prices to buy and sell from. So that drop was 150 pips ish, maybe 160 if you take it a bit further. And then sellers got their entry, buyers got their entry, because we does just the same as the gold one. Let me take it away. We have, well, it's not necessarily this very beautiful the same, but double bottom, triple bottom, higher high. That is the most important thing. And if you can call that a double bottom, okay, fine. Good. And then pull back, which is now the lower high, higher low, sorry, which is now the entry. And now we're just waiting for the new entry. Well, you can, I believe that it will come down to 1039. If it comes down to 1034, that would be an amazing entry, but we would at least take it up to 1090, but I think we'll go further. I think this is because last week was a bit ranging. This will be smashed, this target, and it will exceed this previous high. And I am a seller on USD, and that's why I believe it. And if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen, but that's what I believe. Pound USD has not necessarily done the same thing, because it has done a low, but it wasn't really a double bottom, but it was a higher high, and it was a higher low. So that means this is the entry here. And then after that, we've just gone up and down, giving you lots of entries, 3 entries before it meets a new high, higher low, boom. Now, what are you, seller or buyer? That's all it matters. It doesn't matter what I think, it's what matters what you think. So, is this really a good place to sell? Well, you can say that's some kind of resistance. That's what you were hoping for. So, yeah. And then I guess it's like 60. It's actually past 61. Okay. So that's not so good as a Fibonacci trader. But as a buyer, you're like, ooh, this is nice. Off this support here of 28.86, that would be good. If price ever comes down to 28, what was it? 28.76, 28.70, then you are ready, willing, and able to take it up. But if you're a seller, you take it up all the way to 29.78. So if price does that, or that, you're willing, able. But if price goes below this one here of 28.45, you're no longer a buyer. And then I always say to my traders, always 50 pip stop loss. And 50 pip stop loss is more than enough not necessarily more than enough. But for the plan A, this is plan A, and this is plan A, plan B. Then 75, yeah, that's a decent size entry. No, I say a stop loss, but also, it's below this, so this should have you covered. But if you if you want to have your stop loss down here, if your entry was here, that's too low for me, and I don't really love that. So that's a new low to me, and that would kind of kill the buyers. So I only hope for this, and if it goes below here, then okay, I'm no longer a buyer of British Pound USD. Target for sellers is 27.75. If that happens, and what you do as a seller? As a seller, you kind of want to see some kind of double top stop, and then lower low, and then lower high. Okay, so something like this, new low, pull back, and then sell. So we shall see what you get. So when buyers comes in here, that's also what you want and want to see, but it has to stop before making a new high. Last but not least, USDCAD. We have interesting, I must say. So this is last month. This was a sell-off down to target reversed, double bottom high, 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 low all the time. Shoots up. This is the first entry for sellers. Doesn't bear fruits. This is the second entry for sellers. Now, what do we see? Double top, lower low, lower high, sell. How long are you selling? I don't know. Maybe down to 29. We shall see. But that's what I want. But that has to make the trade war cease. That has to make maybe Donald Trump not being sent to trial. But yeah, at least that's what it says for now. And also the overall longer term trade is that this is in a downward channel, as they call it apparently. I don't do channels, but this looks like okay, it's going down. And then if this doesn't hold, then we are on the way up. But I don't plan for that, and I'm selling it. So then we shall see. That is actually my entry of 32.50-ish. Is it 50? Going well 50? No, that's too high. So one around 32.47, 6 something, somewhere around here. As you can see, this might actually be front run. Front run is when they see next week's entry, but they take it on Friday instead of Monday. But we shall see what happens. If you have made if you have gotten anything positive out of this webinar, please give it a comment below. And I honestly, hopefully, believe that you have learned something. And please give me a comment below, and I will comment and I will give you feedback. And also, if you need help, in the description below, I have said I will go through your trades. That is actually worth $300 if you were supposed to just ask me. So through this link only, I will go through your trades to help you with your trading. Other than that, I will be live tonight for the full coverage of other pairs as well. So until then, be safe, don't take too much risk, and never invest money you can afford to lose. Okay? Take care.